Hello and welcome to another Delboy video, and well, we're going back in time a little bit here. This is sort of like something that I used to do back in the old days. I used to play some games on Steam, and I used to look for games that were old but have been given a new lick of paint. I remember that's what I used to say. But I can't remember what the gaming series was. You'd have to look in my playlists. But there's been lots of sales on recently. And I do remember when I was looking at a lot of these old games that have been given a new lick of paint, that a lot of them were by Atari. Atari were doing something called the Recharged series, where they were taking games like Yar's Revenge, Breakout, Asteroids, Centipede, and they were giving them sort of 2020 type graphics, updating the soundtrack to a sort of like a techno beat type thing, and adding all sorts of different sort of like campaigns and missions and all sorts of stuff. And there were a couple in there that I actually really quite enjoyed, but there were some real stinkers. I didn't think much to the missile command, but you know, it wasn't terrible. It's just what I look for is something that sort of like keeps the integrity of what a game is, but also gives you something new, something that makes you go wow, you know. So the Steam sales have been on. This one I believe is still in the sale, and I believe it's like 50% off, which means that you can get this game for about a tenner. And what game am I talking about? Well, I am talking about an Atari game. And it's of a really, really, really old arcade game called Lunar Lander. And it's called Lunar Lander Beyond. And it's been out a while. And I could have bought it ages ago, but I waited and waited and waited, and it's in a sale, and I bought it, and I thought, well, do you know what? Why not sort of like preview it off in my channel, just to show some of my friends what it is. They might be interested in buying it in the sale. They might want to wait until it's like pence before they buy it. So Lunar Lander Beyond. What was Lunar Lander? Well, Lunar Lander was a very, very early arcade game. Vector graphics. You had a sort of like rocky terrain, a little ship, only certain areas where you could land, and you had to land your little ship on the platform, and that was it. You just repeated and repeated and repeated, and depending on the difficulty of where the landing pad was how many points you got. Simpler times. It didn't have anything fantastic about it, really, other than I was taken aback all the time by vector graphics, and still am. Vector graphics to me still are an incredible sight for me. That's why I used to love playing Elite and Mercenary and all of those games. And so Lunar Lander is going to be nothing like that. And I realised that. So I'm just thinking to myself, what can you do with Lunar Lander? I'm intrigued, you know, generally intrigued. So I'm going to sort of like shut up. You can look up Lunar Lander for yourself, really. I'm hoping that there is some sort of game here that makes me want to come back and play it more and more and more. You know, it has that addictive element. Maybe it's got a scoring system. Maybe it's got high scores. Maybe there's hardly any difference in it at all. There we go. We don't know. So I'm going to go to media playback, which is where I do the game capture for my Steam stuff. I haven't even started the game off yet. Going to hit play and let it launch. And we'll see what it's like. There we go. And there's the Atari symbol. Now, I believe the difference between the Recharged is that this is a totally different company that designed these. Oh, Christ. Okay, animation. So yeah, that looks nice. Had to turn the sound down so that the mic wouldn't pick it up. Sorry about the beginning. Oh wow, I like the animation. Not that it's required for a game. I might get a copyright strike. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the hell this has got to do with Lunar Lander. Oh, I ought to turn on VSync a little bit. Got some tearing. It does look nice. Okay. So lots of ships. I can see people being rescued. Maybe that's got something to do with the part of the game. What's this guy got to do with it? No idea. It's all very polished. Okay, I take it they're all pilots. Lunar Lander Beyond. There we go. Nice. Okay. So I have sort of like had a quick go. Only just basically looked at it and see what the controls are for the joystick. So we'll hit the start new campaign, and we'll go on to normal. There we go. Again, nice looking.
Welcome aboard the PSS Beckett, Captain. I am your AI assistant.
Artificial intelligence
Thank you
again.
for selecting the data-enhanced version of my simulated personality. Despite the obvious benefits, only 21% of captains choose my data-enriched profile. According to standard Pegasus protocol, your first task as the new captain of this ship is to view a pre-recorded greeting from corporate headquarters.
Congratulations, Captain. You have joined the elite ranks of the Pegasus administration. The solar system is unimaginably vast and incredibly dangerous, but we still have to deliver goods and passengers.
Do you know what? I'm glad you don't have to do this in the arcades, because you'd be bored.
Is employees like you. You can think of Pegasus's structure as a kind of pyramid. At the bottom are your crew members, who form a layer of human insulation, protecting the goods we ship and the company's bottom line.
So it's about profit.
Captains like you, who need to utilize
That sounds right.
methods of exploiting that crew to achieve maximum synergy.
In accordance with my mission preservation algorithms, I have terminated the recording. 82% of captains who watch the entire message choose early retirement. Our next
I reckon that's a piss take of the terms and conditions that you used to have for installing games.
That captains must receive 120 hours of onboard training in order to begin performing missions. However,
You're joking. If you think I'm paying 120 hours of training missions before I even do one, you got another thing coming. Nah, bollocks to that. Another cutscene. Jesus, when did you get to the game? Nice as it is, still it does give you the ability to skip. Okay.
Welcome to Training Ground 5, Captain. Flying is easy. Use this button to activate the thrusters.
Right trigger.
And this to move. Now, fly towards the chip above the lander.
Okay. Yeah, right trigger, yeah.
Congratulations. Your landers can now equip the stabilizer in the ability setup screen. This time, I have equipped it in the first slot. But you will be able to change it to any button you want.
Okay. Hold Y. There you go.
Now for the hard part. Fly through the beacons and put the lander down on the landing platform ahead.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah, there's some inertia. Right. Keep bobbing. Oh yeah, the stabilizers work. Ah, for a landed. There weren't any loot. Okay. Jess. I'm Jess, am I? Okay. The trait greedy. Why have I got the trait greedy? What did I do? Random traits, okay. So, right, there's some role-playing game element to this then. See the pilot healthcare screen for this and other options regarding your pilot roster. Traits are random, but you can re-roll. Alright, okay. So, there's a quick... Right, okay. So we've got other ships, which they're locked. Okay. And there's the controls. There's a radar and everything. Alright. There's the healthcare. So that's the pilot I've got at the moment. And I could use another pilot if I wanted. But this one's at level 2. Greedy. Crystals collected are worth 50% more credits. Hopefully then you can buy some. Otherwise that's a bloody useless trait. Okay. Settings, okay, so what can we do? Music, yeah, sound, voice, right. Is that it? Is that all the settings you got? Where's all the graphical settings and stuff? Let's continue. Baby steps. Location, training ground, normal, gravity, clear. Different routes you can take through the city. Refuel your ship, hack the target, refuel your ship, grab the checkpoint, heal your ship, land safely. Okay. Continue. Yeah, we'll choose that pilot, we'll choose that ship.
Your next task is to guide a standard Pegasus lander through the Pythias base complex. Although landing is by far the most dangerous profession in the solar system, this particular landing is considered relatively safe. After completion, there will be no more time for training. Therefore, we will simply mark the course as greatly abbreviated.
Okay. Oh, right, it's throwing me straight in. Yeah, I want credits. I've got to go up here, have I?
Right now, there's a door blocking our way, but we can unlock it by hacking the console next to it. Keep the lander inside the orange hacking zone until the timer finishes.
Oh, I've done it. There was a door that was open down here first. I wonder if I should be greedy. I gotta remember I've got stabilizer. Oh! Yeah, hit something. Ah, yes, and I see I've got shields of a sort. Oh, Christ. Yeah, there is quite a bit of inertia. Oh, got a refuel. Oh, yeah, already. Whoa.
There are 3 ways to refuel. You can use a landing pad, like the one next to the lander. You can also grab fuel power-ups that can be found hovering around every level, or using the Harakiri reactor ability after unlocking it.
Yeah, well, I ain't got
Now,
nothing unlocked
fully
yet.
Refuel your ship.
Hang on, I want to get this credit here first. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Grab the checkpoint. Oh, it zooms in and out nice. More credits.
The item hovering next to the lander is a checkpoint. In case
It
of
looks
failure,
like a disc.
You could retry the mission from the last one you grabbed. Finishing an objective
Not very
also
imaginative,
counts as a
Atari.
checkpoint, so you won't lose progress on your mission. Grab the checkpoint to continue.
Okay, even early on in this game, I'm missing the vectors. Maybe it's just me. But I used to love vector graphics. I still do. And there's none.
If the lander has been damaged, you have 2 ways of repairing it. You can grab HP
How did I
powers
damage
and
my
use the
ship?
Repair drone ability after unlocking it. Now, repair your ship until its HP is full again.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, healing. Let's go over here. The actual stabilizer thing is really good because it stops you dead. Like that. That's quite good. Oh, see? Nearly went too far then. Oh, look at that one down there. So where have I got to go? Where that little red crystal is? Oh no, that's the greed aspect of it, is it? Oh, my fuel. Yeah. Okay, didn't do great with fuel. Look at that loot.
Congratulations, Captain. The Beckett's corporate account has been credited for the mission, minus the cost of repairs and damage.
Well, there weren't no
device.
repairs.
Completing the training without a major incident places you in the top 20% of captains in the Pegasus fleet.
Ah, okay.
As such, you are free to select your own assignments from the mission selection screen. As long as you meet your monthly earnings quotas, corporate headquarters will continue to manage you asynchronously, which is to say, not at all. When you have selected a mission, I will assist you with setting it up.
Okay. Those credits must mean something. Yeah, fuel is important, yeah. So, continue campaign. Winning the race will unlock a new ability. Fly through the waypoints, land safely. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Captain, It may be helpful to know that the business of normal landings is, in itself, unprofitable. In order to meet company quotas and also purchase luxury items like air and water, you will need to trigger performance bonuses on your contract. Performance bonuses are given for various
I'm
goals,
really not good at
such as
races.
finishing a mission rapidly, sustaining minimal damage,
So,
or other
Lunar Lander
specific
had
goals
no
given
races
during the
whatsoever,
mission
so this is
briefing.
new.
In this instance, a high-ranking Pegasus executive
It had no
has offered
checkpoints. It
sanguine
had no
remuneration for any
collecting
lander pilot
money.
who can outrace his private, space-worthy Zeppelin.
So,
The landing requires you to follow the chain
yeah.
of beacons, outracing the Zeppelin to the final landing pad.
So I've got to beat the Zeppelin. Bloody hell. Oh! Yeah, I'm not doing very well at collecting coins. I'm reaching the beacons. Huh? Let's get this red one. Bloody hell. Ah! Oh. Land safely. Where? What, in the hand? Got a new ability. Tractor beam. Oh, I take it I've got to go along here. Oh. So I take it I won the race. Is that right? Yeah, there's the landing pad. Look at that touchdown. Silver medal. Oh, you got to do it in a minute and a half. Yeah, I took some time getting the coins at the end, didn't I?
Captain, since this mission could have ended in some serious damage, it seems like a good time to address the very high likelihood of failure. In the event that a mission is a failure, there are certain contractual consequences.
Right.
The Pegasus Corp General Contract allows captains to retry missions. You can access this option from the mission selection screen. However, this may require paying a fee to cover the company's deductible.
Okay. So I've got silver, and I could do it again, but it would cost me credits. Fair enough. And my XP's gone up. Stress! What's the stress bit? And now I've got a tractor beam. Okay, so press X at the ship selection screen to equip it. Oh, I see. Right, so I could do that and then press X. Is that right? You're about to quit the tractor beam to the vehicle. Choose the button you would like to use it. Okay, X. is going to be bound to X. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so I've got a stabilizer and a tractor beam. And then back. Here's my health. Back. And, well, I think I've seen enough. So I'm going to exit the main menu. And I'm going to see if I can bring up the camera. And there we go. And I'll just round it up. So this is definitely got a new lick of paint. Do I like all of the extra bits in it? I think it's got potential. Does it hold my attention, and does it keep the integrity of Lunar Lander? Ooh, that's a difficult one. Lunar Lander was such a integral game that we wouldn't have got games like Thrust and Gravatar and Space Taxi and all of these sorts of games that, you know, later on, Gravity and Thrust and Landing Safely and all of that has been now a stay point in these games. And this one, they've added some little bits, but Lunar Lander was all about choosing a really difficult path and landing. And although I saw that there was an alternative path I could take, there was one in the second level. This is all about racing and all this sort of stuff, or maybe I'm missing that point. There's money involved, so I take it I can equip better things later on just by spending money. That was never in Lunar Lander, and it wasn't really a requirement. It's definitely not amongst the worst that Atari have brought out in their recharged range. But I'm not quite sure whether the direction is something that I'm really happy with. I'm gonna say it's got potential, and I'm willing to continue playing through the levels and seeing whether there's something there. I'd love it to have something like Thrust, where you had to go down to the center and pick up an orb, and you had to and you had all sorts of inertia with the weight of the thing dragging you around and all of that sort of stuff, just purely because that to me had so much of Lunar Lander but plus added to it that it's great. And just ask Mark from 20th Century Gaming what a good Lunar Lander or Thrust variant is, and I'm pretty sure he'd be screaming at this screen now going, no, what have they done that for? What's all this? And all that sort of stuff. I mean, they've beautified it, and you can see the beautification in the game, but I'm quite happy with vector graphics and all those lovely glowy effects and all of that sort of stuff, because to me it's all about the gameplay. And this one seems to be, well, maybe I'm giving it a bad rep because it's hand-holding me at the moment. It's like press Y and press X and thrust and stabilizer and click on, fly through this disc and you've got a checkpoint and all that sort of stuff, which you get at the beginning of stuff. I get it. Yeah. It's £10 at the moment, and it's a £20 game. This is not a £20 game. My God. Tenner, I still think it's a little bit on the high mark. But then again, what have I done really? I've done 3 levels, and 2 of them were training. Nothing really, is it? So I hope I've given you a sort of look at it. You can see it's got some animation cutscenes. The graphics are quite nice. The scaling, there's inertia, there's all sorts of extra bits, and it looks like there's a health system to it, because I see something called stress. Maybe if you get stressed out in the game, something happens. I don't know. With that, that's got me intrigued. So this is a new lick of paint to an old game, and to me, nothing beats the old game. This does not beat the old game. It's got elements of the old game there, and what else can you say other than, hey, maybe it'll intrigue people to look at that old game and have a go. Maybe they'll think of me as an old duffer because I like the older version than this. I don't know. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you a bit of an insight. It was a quick 30-minute video that I wanted to get out. And my mother's still not very well, and I've still got my panic alarm on, and she's sleeping nicely. So I'm going to now go to the land of sleep. And I'm looking forward to continuing all my other little projects. I'm going to go back to Kingdom Come Deliverance soon. And I've got my friends requesting me to play games. All of that's exciting stuff. But I was glad to go back and just play something else in my Steam library. And so I'm going to say salute. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. And till next time. Bye-bye.